Let's talk about the episode. So Nicole, Holly, Tate, Brady, EJ, that whole situation went out of hand, wasted 3 months of that boy time, all because he wanted to keep himself in trouble and not tell the truth, even though he did ended up telling the truth. Holly over here trying to keep her halo, getting that boy in more trouble, knowing how EJ reacts, knowing how EJ loved to bully somebody with a little piece of power he have, love to do his ones and his twos. It's just like that whole situation went out of hand. I don't blame Brady and I don't blame Nicole for staying away from Tate at this point, because this his first love. He delusional. He risked life and limb for 3 months going through what he went through, even though he didn't have to go through it. He was telling the truth, then he admitted it. Then it took Holly to get caught by Eric and be judged by Eric sneaking drinks at a party for her to finally come clean and tell the truth. And Tay, at this point, buddy, you might need to go find you another girlfriend, because if I'm willing to risk my limb for that, and I'm willing to risk my freedom getting beat up and all that you went through, you know, with you being in high school and all the drama that can come from that, I don't know, why would you risk your life and limb and want to continue to date this girl at this point? It's just like, okay, yeah, she your first love. I'm pretty sure you like her, you kiss her a lot. But is it really worth it? Like, is it really worth it? You went through 3 months of torture, ankle monitoring, all, being treated like a criminal. Of course, EJ, he ran with the law, even though he could have been a little bit more easier. He decided not to be a little bit more easier, even though Justin tried to help make it, you know, adjusting to this easier. EJ put down the nail and hammer, and you know how EJ is with a little power. So Tate, I say move on with your life and go find you another girlfriend at this point, because that's just, for me, that'll be too much trauma for me. But I guess you like a little drama in your life and a little action going on. I guess you don't feel alive unless you got, you know, that type of stuff going on. And Nicole putting the hammer down on Holly, of course, that's not fair. That's not cool. I'm not giving you my password to my phone. Why can't I hang out with my friends? Why can't I do that? That just goes to show you right there, she was spoiled and rotten anyways. And now that you're trying to show her a little bit of discipline, of course she gonna react like that and act like it's the end of the world for her. We already know she was spoiled and rotten from the way she was acting, how she went to weed the pills just that fast, and everything under the sun. And Nicole, you could have did a whole lot worse, but you decided not to. You decided to take her phone and punish her for indefinitely. Of course, she thought it was the end of the world for her, not knowing that you went a whole lot easier on her. You could have did a whole lot worse. She lied to the police, lied about the situation, had that boy going through 3 months of hell, had that boy being treated like he was a criminal and he a teenager, had that boy wearing ankle monitors, being monitored. It's just like that boy was in jail without the experience. We are prison jail without the experience. And all she can do is get mad because her mama took her phone and told her she grinded for indefinitely. She got a slap on the wrist yet again. While this boy went through all that, even though it is his fault and her fault, she got it easier than he could ever get it. Telling them they're not going to see each other or hang around each other. We already know how kids acted at. We already know they're going to be sneaking at school and all this under the sun to spend time with each other. You already see their risk life and limb. And then Brady, when it went back in the Mara mansion to get whatever he left behind, of course, they going to do it anyway. So I don't know why y'all talking about no seeing each other. They go to school together. They're in the same city and state. basically probably hang around the same friends. Good luck trying to keep them apart. Y'all tried, it's failing. Y'all not gonna keep them apart, so good luck with all of that. I want to say Brady kind of took it too far, telling EJ he want all this and that and that and that. I can understand where Brady coming from. And like I said, Justin was trying to, you know, this new life for him, trying to make it easier for him. But EJ wasn't trying to see no easier route, and basically slandered this boy's name, had that boy going through stuff, even though she overdosed and all that. EJ was trying to make that boy life a living hell because he's a bully with power, and of course he wanted to do the match to that boy. So yeah, I kind of say Brady deserved all that, and if I were Brady, I probably want a whole lot more from him, but you live and I guess. But I did say he was trying to taking it too far, knowing how EJ and the mirrors are. But you know what, at this point, doing it to my son who didn't deserve it, happen to be around the first girl and happen to fall in love with her, well, like her, and happen to risk his life trying to be, you know, the hero in this situation, and it backfired on him. And you know, you can't really blame one without the two, because he could have made it a lot more easier for him if he would have told the truth. Then with Brady trying to step in, trying to help him, and then with her knowing what's going on, and she didn't bother trying to stop it because she was trying to hold on to her halo. So you know what, a lot of blame goes around, this Nicole included too, even though she was going through what she was going through, losing a child, then a child in a coma. Yeah, I mean, the blame can go around for days with that. And then EJ being the bully he is, and you know, the drama just there basically, and you know, everybody have a part in the responsibility in that situation. Now that Tate out and basically he out of trouble, I'm guessing Teresa I'm guessing Teresa bored now and going back to Alex, and I guess her next plan of action is to try to take Alex away from Kristen all of a sudden, even though they're not dating, and basically Kristen and Alex are using each other to get, he trying to get back Teresa. Of course, Kristen trying to get back Brady, and Brady, you getting weak all of a sudden again. I guess those one times you had with Teresa, that little excitement made you miss Teresa or whatever you was doing over there. So yeah, Brady, you gonna end up back with Teresa. I mean, with Kristen, you gonna end up letting her suck you back in some way or another. I see you getting sucked back into the Kristen black hole again, because it's either that black hole or Teresa sinkhole. You gonna get sucked back in, you're gonna get sucked right back into one of them holes, or better yet, you gonna end up, something gonna end up happening to Brady. Brady too vulnerable and weak at the moment after all that going on, and you know, spending all this time with Teresa, seeing the good side of Teresa, not realizing it's all bad sides of her. He gonna end up getting sucked back into her hole or the Kristen black hole, one of the two holes. He gonna end up getting sucked back in, and this little game that Kristen and Alex playing, he gonna end up getting sucked back in somewhere. Chad realizing that the marriage is never gonna change. I mean, you've been around them long enough, you should know better. And the way Stephen was acting these last couple of months, you didn't see this coming, that he was involved in that whole drug ring, money laundering thing with Clyde. You didn't see this coming. You've been in the mirror long enough to know and realize that they can say they changed till they blue in the face. They never gonna change their scrapes, even if it means they got to do better. They'll do better for a couple of weeks or a month, and then they right back to their same old, same old. I don't know why you were so surprised and shocked that Stephen was a part of this whole thing, and how you got that egg slid across your face when Everett came in and told you basically that your brother been arrested for money laundering and drug laundering, and that stuff you try to protect him from, that he basically lied to you talking about a lawsuit and you agreed to do it because he's your brother and he's your brother and that you trust him. So you got sucked back in, and good luck to you, I guess. Now, Everett, on the other hand, I want to feel bad for you and your memory loss, but you giving me that you got something to hide. You got something to hide, and you're not as clean as we thought you was at this point. When Jada basically told you to sign them papers, you gonna sign your name you going after now, besides signing Brian, whatever his name is, Bobby. Besides signing that name, setting Jada free, you want to talk about some, oh no, that's forgery, I can't do that, I don't want to get in trouble for that. Yeah, you got to pass with that name that you trying to run from. And it's something shady going on with you and Jada trying to be set free and live her life without, you know, harassing you and Stephanie, whatever y'all got going on there. She claims to say Stephanie and Jada got stuff going on and y'all mighty cozy. She trying to be set free, and the fact that you won't do that, and it's something shady going on there with you, and not gonna lie, I don't like it. When Marlena hypnotized you and you saw yourself smiling and laughing, yeah, you got a shady past to you. It's something going on shady there, and I don't blame Jada for wanting to be set free of you, and the fact that you wouldn't sign them papers, you got a whole lot of host of problems going on that don't nobody want to experience, and I'm with Jada. I don't want to go there with you neither. After she thought she was divorced all this time, now to come to find out she not divorced to you, and you didn't change your name, and you trying to get away from that name, and you refuse to sign the divorce papers, even though it wouldn't have hurt you at all to sign them papers. You refuse to sign them, talking about some forgery. It's something going on there, and yeah, good luck, Jada. Xander finally being set free. Basically he proved that he had nothing to do with the crime because Stephen couldn't help himself by wearing designer sweatpants, and them same designer sweatpants got him in a whole lot of trouble. And Xander, being the cheap person he wear the cheap sweatpants, and by going by the logo and the design of them and the stripe on them, you could tell that the person that shot Harris was wearing designer clothes, aka Stephen. And yeah, Xander basically free, and we just waiting for to hear the official word of it. And yeah, you kind of screwed up, Stephen, going out there out of style just to commit a crime like that. Xander shouldn't have been caught up in that mess in the first place. But hopefully he can get his life back on track with all that situation going on. I'm glad to see Paulina out with Marlena, having girls' night out. You know, having her drink, eating her carrots, laughing, smiling. Glad and happy to see all that. Glad she cancer free, and glad that she clear from all that, and she gonna be sticking around for a while. Glad to see Chanel and Johnny enjoying their marriage, almost having sex in the bakery. Then she realized she can't do it because all the pressure, and you know, they did shut her down twice. So it's not to see them enjoying themselves and having fun and whatnot. Wendy and Tripp still having nightmares of being held captive and almost, well, kinda didn't suffocate in that brewery, and you know, being clinging on the lives. So they having nightmares from that, and basically they're trying to, you know, rebuild their life back from that, and hopefully the nightmare will go away, and hopefully they can get themselves together. So that sucks for them that they almost live/death situation, you know, coming back to hunt them, and they having nightmares or night sweats from there. blame it all on Ava, basically at this point. Ava and Stephen, because, well, basically Ava, because if Ava wouldn't have tried to take over something like she in charge or something, that probably wouldn't have happened, and they probably would have got to them in time before, you know, they ran out of air, and basically before Crazy shut the door on, sealed the door on them. So maybe they probably could have survived, or, you know, wouldn't have been in that situation that long if Ava would have sought her behind down somewhere. So basically blame it on your mama trip. Lucas wondering if he ever gonna be free or set free. Wondering what's next for him. Basically he didn't ran to the I forgot what that's called. A cult trying to be, you know, low-key. Kate sending him books and giving him food, and he wondering what's next for him. Is he ever gonna be set free? Lucas, the whole Nicole thing, then you getting tied up with Clyde thing. I say blame it on yourself. I don't want to give you too much because you kind of suffered enough, and the Clyde thing basically jumped in your lap and you couldn't do nothing about it. So I want to feel bad for you, and I don't want to feel bad for you. Then I want to be, you know, mad. I want to be kind of give it to you, but I don't really, because basically you being punished too hard at this point, because the whole Clyde thing, basically you got jumped into it thanks to Clyde being the kind person he is, and, you know, involving people into his problems, and you being nosy, getting beat up, and you kind of stepped your foot in that portal. So I don't know how I really feel about that. But anyways though, y'all, that was the episode. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe. I'll see y'all later. Enjoy the rest of y'all night. Have a good weekend, and I'll catch y'all later. Bye.